Okay, welcome back everyone, and I hope you have got on well with making your crepes and you enjoyed that. We're going to look at another basic and Madame Simpson, she's going to be taking over on this one, but it's something that you should all try at home if you haven't done before, and it's making bread. It can take you a few hours in the day, start a bit in the morning, do a bit later, a bit of physical work for the children in needing it, and a lot of measuring can go on. Again, useful to have jugs and useful to have scales and so on, but you can actually manage quite well without. And I'm just going to pass over to Mrs. Simpson now, who's going to take over here. We have the recipe. Should I show our recipe first?
Recipe?
Recipe first. You'll see that we've thought about this a bit and we're now prepared. And we're now going to move on to Mrs. Simpson. She's got all the ingredients prepared and ready.
For you, yeah. So bread is one of the easiest things to make. 4 ingredients plus water, strong flour, salt 15 grams, olive oil 55 mils, a packet of dried yeast and some water.
Okay.
So,
we have everything.
Very, very easy. This is how simple it is.
So how much flour have we got in there?
500 grams.
500 grams, right. So a packet normally has 1.5 kilos, so a third of a packet.
Third of a packet. 15 grams of salt.
Paul Hollywood likes his salt, doesn't he?
15.
He does, he does. You get your wee packet of yeast.
Easy.
Quick yeast, yeah, there it goes
Easy.
in.
You don't mix the yeast and salt together at this point because you'll kill the yeast. 55 mils of olive oil.
Would sunflower oil do, or any other oil?
Sunflower oil would do.
Any oil?
Yeah, any oil would do. And I like to have the water just a bit warm, that when you put your fingers into it, you can't feel it either hot or cold.
Yeah.
Body temperature. So we're going to put, we could put all of it in, but I sometimes like to keep just a touch in case it gets too loose. But you don't want too dry a dough. So basically this is the best bit. Get your hands in.
Definitely children can do that for you because it's a wee bit of work, isn't it?
And I can tell just now it already needs the rest of the water.
Yeah, but it can vary, so it's a bit of trial and error, yeah. Isn't there? Yeah.
And also it depends on what flour you use.
Yeah.
Sometimes some flour absorb more water.
Yeah, and some less.
Yeah. And
that one looks like a nice dry flour then.
It's a nice dry flour, so it's going to get a wee bit more water.
A wee bit more than the actual recipe, yeah.
But this is better than putting too much in. Sometimes it's good to see a recipe that's not
perfect.
You know, that needs to be altered so that you know what to do.
Trial and error.
Trial and error is good. A lot of people are scared of making bread, but it's definitely one of the easiest things you'll ever make. And
okay, so I'm going to ask this question: do you need a proper bread maker? Because some people say, you know, oh, I love my bread maker.
Well, it depends what you mean by that, because I'm a proper bread maker.
I meant a machine that you plug in.
Yeah, no.
No, right.
I wouldn't bother.
I've got a bread maker in the garage.
Yeah, in the garage. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There.
I've got this nice dough. Look, it's nice and stretchy. But now what we want to do is make it silky, and this is the best bit. So what we have to do is knead it. So you get a surface here that you cleared earlier, along with your hands, obviously. And you now get some oil in here. Yeah, so I'm going to put a wee tiny bit of oil. Just like a bit less than a teaspoon even. Yeah. And you're going to smear it down there so nothing sticks, I'm assuming. Yeah. So at this point, people like to add more flour. That's where you go wrong. Yeah, because a wee bit sticky, but the oils prevent it from properly sticking to the surface. So what I'm going to do, I use that part of my hand, push it in, and fold it over. And then I do the same with that one, push, fold it over. And then you just, this is good fun. Right, now, without getting too scientific in this, some people might think that's to add the air, but some people might think something else. So what's the professional's view here? So what we're doing here is we're stretching the gluten, and the gluten is the protein in the flour. And the water is getting soaked up into the flour. And then what will happen then is the flour that we use is bread flour. Yeah, so it's high in gluten, isn't it? It's called, otherwise strong flour. Strong flour, it's high in the gluten, so lots of gluten gives it that sort of bread texture, I suppose, at the end, whereas if you used cake flour, it would be more crummy, would it? No, I'll tell you what happens is the yeast starts to produce carbon dioxide, and you need the strong gluten, the strong protein, and it forms a structure of bubbles. So when you look at a piece of bread, it's just lots of wee bubbles. But I can talk more about that later.
Yeah, so if it didn't have the gluten in it, it wouldn't be able to capture that carbon dioxide.
It would have no structure, it would collapse.
So it collapse. Interesting. So how long do you think you're going to do this for? Because people think you have to do it for hours sometimes.
Well, you can do... You don't want to wake the puppies behind you sleeping.
Well, you certainly don't want to wake the puppy. Right. While you bash that a few more times, I'll just have a look at the puppy, will I, just to see. Okay, so there's a puppy. Yeah.
It's sleeping.
It's a sleeping puppy. Anyway, how are we doing with this again? Back to here.
So we're back to here. So the more you knead it, the better. The nicer the texture of the bread's going to be. Now, if you remember at the beginning, when I showed you the bread in the bowl, it wasn't silky. See how it's a bit more silky smooth? And I know you've got clean hands, so do you want to
watch them? So what I'm going to do,
just so you can see what we're looking for.
Well, it's not going to stick to my finger, and can you see that it's not sticking to my finger? You're going to get some cling film, right? Okay.
I'm going to put.
You're going to oil the cling film.
A wee bit of cling.
Okay.
Just to stop it sticking.
And that will stop it sticking to your dough.
And we cover that like this.
Right, no need to properly squeeze it around the thing.
And we're going to leave that for an hour.
An hour.
And it will double in size.
And it's going to be somewhere cold or warm?
I'm just putting it in here. The oven's been on.
The lower oven's been on.
Right,
the lower oven's been on.
And that'll
so still a bit of heat up in there.
But you could equally put it beside a radiator. Okay, so let's have a wee look, see if the dough has doubled in size.
Oh, it's a good bit bigger, eh?
Yeah, so that's double in size, that's what we're looking for. Hopefully it's not going to stick because we've put the olive oil on.
And it has not stuck.
It's not stuck, right? And this is a good idea. I definitely don't like adding more flour to the recipe and changing it, but a wee bit of flour on your hands at this point because this can be a bit sticky. So what's happened in here is the yeast has released the carbon dioxide. It's made really big bubbles in here, and now we've got to knock it back. So it's been proving. So now I just take it out on here. You feel it's like a big pillow.
It's even a different sound, hasn't it?
It's a different sound. And so now what we're going to do is all that carbon dioxide we're going to knock right back out of it because we don't want bread with great big bubbles. So
not this bread.
Not this bread.
Not this bread.
It's lovely and smooth. So I'm pushing that back down again. And you'll notice I've got no more flour on here.
Okay. So how much knocking back are you going to do? The same amount you did the first time?
No.
No, not so
You don't
much.
need to because look, it's all smoothing together now.
Right. Okay.
So now what we're going to do is make some nice rolls or something with it. And I could decorate it with some poppy seeds if you like poppy seeds, or some sesame seeds that you sometimes see in hamburger buns. We've got no eggs left, so I can't do a nice glaze for the top, but I could put a wee bit of milk on it to make sure that sometimes just a bit of flour dusted and it saves you opening a whole egg. Okay, so what we want, can you see the air bubbles coming to?
Yeah, I'm going to burst that one then.
That's it, burst. Okay, so we want 50-gram rolls out of this. Or near enough. It doesn't have to be, It might help. So you put a wee bit of flour in there and grab your...
You're going to make quite small wee rolls then, 50, roughly that?
So, see that?
Okay. So that's 63, that's even bigger than we wanted, amazing.
That's okay, but from there you can figure it out. Okay. 56 is okay.
That's fine.
Right, so here we go. So round about that size, do a couple to see, 53. And what I'm trying to do is keep the tops nice and smooth here.
52. Okay.
Oh, am I ever going to get a 50? Oh. Right, anyway, I'm not spending lots of time because I've been doing it too long.
You're taking about 200 grams or 250 grams, you're just doing them now sort of to be guessing, because you know roughly what sizes to be.
So I'm going to do 6 rolls in a loaf.
A wee small loaf and 6 rolls.
So again, I'm going to this back, and then I want to split this into 3.
Right, so I'll just move your wee rolls out of the way just now, just so you can get a bit of concentration going in this. So you've got 3, that's a strange thing to do. Why are you doing that now?
Because I'm going to do a loaf.
You're going to do a wee loaf?
Called a kitka.
A kitka? Okay.
So a kitka is a Polish loaf, and I'm making some sausages out of this.
So So you kind of, because all that gluten's got all that stringiness to it, it's not
it's tough.
falling, it's not letting it go and it's not falling and breaking apart. So
We've got to do this quite quickly. It takes a bit of muscle power.
yeah, but can children do it?
Children can do it.
They can definitely do the next bit.
Some children will be very good at the next bit.
Mhm.
Even as I'm rolling, the bread's rising.
Okay, so you've now got those three and you're pinching them together.
Pinch them.
You pinch them.
And I'm going to put
Oh,
that
I'm going to make a wee Polish pleat. So it's not like a French pleat, it's a Polish pleat.
the Polish plate.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Did you
That
pinch
goes
that
on
at the
there.
other end there?
Pinched it on the other end.
Right, so 2 pinches on
And
each
then,
end.
if you want to do a mini version,
Oh, you're getting
so
into it now, eh?
this is quite good fun.
Yeah, children would love that, wouldn't they? Yeah.
Oh, I'm just going to
Maybe that might have a bit longer, eh? Like first one, second one now. Okay.
no, same.
Pinch, pinch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A wee mini roll.
Pinch.
What did you got again?
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat. Kit
I'm
Kat.
going to leave those ones nice because
They just standard rolls.
they look nice.
Yeah. Okay.
That, so we've got some like that. And then this one we can have a knot. So you do another rolling thing.
Right, just while you're doing that, I'm going to ask you some questions about the oven.
Yes.
Because the oven's
Knot, look.
on. Yeah.
Through there. Beautiful.
Right, that was quite good. A wee knot, straightforward knot.
I'll do
We'll
another
look
one.
at that in a minute. Yeah, do another one for us.
You just roll it.
But, so do you need to have the oven preheated?
Preheated to 180.
180 centigrade. Okay. Gas mark 7 would that be?
I'd say 6, I think.
6,
Yeah.
gas mark 6, okay.
Right, so you just push
Right,
that
so-
through there.
Okay, I think you're going to have
That
to
was
do
not as tidy, but
Whoa.
that'll do.
And then...
Will I do one more Kit Kat mini one?
Yeah, why not? So you're going to have gas mark 6 now. Another thing that people say is about not opening the oven door while the bread is cooking. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think leave the oven door shut, it'll be fine.
right.
And a wee dish of water in it's quite good too, a bit of steam.
Right.
The rolls will cook quickly,
So the rolls are going to cook very quickly.
yeah. And you could have them in a separate
Tray.
A separate tray. I'm
Right.
going to just put them in together because I know what I'm doing.
You know what you're doing. But if it's someone who is new to this, you might say put them in 2 separate trays and put the rolls in a wee bit after the bread, maybe, or do them separately. What would you say?
Just put them in whenever.
Just put them in whenever, right? So,
I'm going to get some.
so this is pump cookery. Do it however. It's 3-chord cookery. So you're just patting a wee bit of oat milk in this case.
I would
over there.
rather have some egg
Yeah.
on there.
Mhm.
Same with this.
And
I'm going to put a wee bit on there.
do some poppy seeds.
Poppy seeds.
Okay.
Tastes delicious on this.
Yeah.
I think I'll do one with poppy seeds here.
Well, we do like a taste test so we can compare it when we get to that point, can't we?
We'll do some sesame seeds on this.
Okay.
Maybe do a sesame seed on that one. And on this one we're just going to put a wee
Just
bit
throw
of
a
flour.
bit of flour.
And then we're going to leave, let's have a look to see how we're doing. Yep. That looks
Just a
good.
wee bit, yeah.
Take that off. Now you don't want them to rise too much, because if they rise too much you get a thing called bloom on it and it wastes them. I'm just going to put a touch more flour on. So maybe 10-15 minutes.
Okay. Just going to be careful taking out of the oven here. Sometimes you get blasts of steam, especially if you have a wee tub of water in there. Those rolls look great.
The rolls are ready, but the bread
You
isn't.
think the bread isn't?
Actually, some of the rolls could have a bit more colour, and that's just because the oven is heating up unevenly, so I'll just turn them, oh they're nice, and put them back in. Let's put them that.
Right, because it's cooking more on the outside than the inside. Okay. Careful again, opening the oven, and here we go, and I think the rolls may be ready.
They're fine.
Fine, Yeah.
I'll show you
like
what
that.
to do. Just to double check, so you lift them up and give them a wee...
A tap in the bottom, but I think it closes so it's a bit easier to hear that, the noise of that tap, because
Okay.
distinctive sound, isn't it? Once
Yep.
again.
So tap,
Yep.
and that lets me know they're cooked.
Whereas the bread, if you
The
tap
bread's
it,
not
yeah, it's
ready
not quite
yet.
ready.
No,
Yeah.
I'm going to just put them on there.
Okay.
Now, do not eat rolls straight from the oven,
Why
because
is
you
that?
can't digest them.
All right. Again, this flour has to kind of
It's
have a
just
bit
too
of time to
doughy,
settle.
too doughy.
Yeah, too doughy. Needs to have a cool down time. Yeah. Okay.
Bread's ready, yep, it's looking good. Nice. Now if we'd used an egg with it, it would have been glazed, it would have been shiny. But we only had milk, but I think it looks nice enough. Again, that tap tells me it's ready.
And that's what our texture is there.
Yep, that's good. It's good enough.
Good enough, more than good enough for me. So,
Taste.
it's a very nice wee loaf. Wee roll rather.
And, oh, it's very hot. That's our bread ready.
Here's one we prepared earlier. Yeah, so we've got a loaf here. It's got
Yeah, that's what we're looking
pretty
for.
even
Here.
texture, yeah, pretty good. So